This is Math for Liberal Arts Test 3, Chapter 5 review. We're going to do question 17, 18, 19, and maybe 20. So the first question, 17, is asking us to find what is the GCD. Actually, you should have to find what is the GCF and the LCM for 124 and 156. So in this case, you have to break 124 down into a tree diagram. So 124 actually is written down as 2 times 62, and 62 can be written down as 2 times 31. So 124 actually can be written down as 2 to the power of 2 times 31. 156 can actually be divided by 2. So 156 divided by 2, you will get 78. 78 divided by 2, you will get 39, I'm sorry. And 39 can be divided by 3 to get 13. So actually 156 can be broken down to become 2 to the power of 2 times 3 times 13. So in order for us to find the GCD, or GCF, I'm sorry, in this case, so this is the greatest common factor. You pick the lowest power. So the lowest power between 2 square and 2 square, since they are the same power, which will be the lowest power. For the power of 3, you find out that there is no 3 here and there's a 3 there. So the GCF, you pick the lowest one. The lowest one will be nothing. For 13, you also pick nothing. For 31, you also pick nothing. So the GCF in this case will be just 4. For the LCM or the LCD, you pick the highest power. So 2 square is the same power, so we require that. 3 has 1 here, there's no 3 here, so we still have to pick a 3. So do 13, so do 31. So in this case, you have to multiply all these numbers, which is 4 times 3 times 13 in your calculator, and your answer in this case will give us 4,000. Let me see what we have there. 4 times 3 times 13 times 31. So you get 4,836. For question 18, in order for us to do this question, we have to break 32 down as a perfect square. Now beware that every time you see a square root, you have to find the perfect square. If you don't see a square root, you can actually do all the prime numbers here. So the perfect square for 632 is 16 and 2, because 16 times 2 is 32. Where 16 is a perfect square of 4. So this is actually 4 root 2. For 18 is a perfect square of 9 and 2, which this is the same thing as 3 root 2. And since we have a subtraction there, so we got the same radical here, root 2 and root 2. So we can actually subtract 4 and 3, which is 1 root 2, which is the same thing as root 2. For question 19, you have to multiply root 12 and root 42. And if you multiply this, you will get the square root of 504. And you have to break square of 504 into a perfect square. So you have to list all the perfect square down, which is 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, and 81, and 100. And you have to keep on dividing 504 with these numbers. Now 504 can divide by 4. 504 can divide by 9 using your calculator. It won't divide 16 and 25 evenly. It divides 36. And it won't divide the rest of them evenly. So in this case, we pick the highest number that we can divide evenly, which is 36. And if you divide 504 with 36, you will get 14. And 36 is a perfect square of 6. And your answer in this case will be 6 square root of 14. Now, if the question calling us to rationalize, means we cannot put square root in your denominator. So in order for us to get rid of the square root of 6, we have to multiply by root 6 over root 6, which is the same thing as multiply by 1. So if you take root 14 times root 6, which will be the same thing as root 84. And root 6 times root 6 is root 36, and we know 36 is a perfect square of 6. So now we have to break root 84 down, and root 84 can be break it down to become root 4 and root 21, where root 4 is 2. So actually this answer will be 2 root 21. But this is not your final answer yet. It's because 2 and 6 can be reduced to become 1 and 3. So your final answer in this case will be root 21 over by 3.